Hello guys, Crypto Otoshi. Hello guys, Crypto Otoshi here, and this is my honest review about Bitcoin. This is my honest review about Bitcoin. If you are used to my channel, you notice that I start all my analysis from a very high time frame, like which is the weekly time frame. I don't really go to the monthly time frame because I don't see the need for that. If you zoom in your weekly time frame, of course you see your monthly time frame clearly. You understand? So if you zoom in on your weekly time frame, give me a second. So if you zoom in on your weekly time frame, if you zoom in on your weekly time frame, you definitely see the projection of your monthly time frame. You understand? So since this is a very major deviation that happened here in on the weekly time frame, it's a major deviation that occurred here. It's a very crazy deviation that happened here. Let me get my brush. It's a very crazy deviation that happened here on the weekly. I know higher time frame is king. You cannot like I don't ignore the higher time frame at all. Weekly time frame, anything the weekly time frame tells me I do it straight up. I don't negotiate with the higher time frame. You understand? This is so let's draw into the day market has been doing. So I analyze this thing. My entry strategy has always been the counter trend line break, counter trend line break, and definitely, guys, I don't trade on the daily time frame. I use 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame for my entry of my entries so that it can afford me a better risk to reward. Because if I use the daily time frame to enter, it will be very it will be a very negative this thing a negative feedback. You give me a very low risk to reward. It can give me 1 to 1.2, something like that on my risk to reward. So I just dropped down on my 4 hourly time frame. So at this point, as you can see, my major entry condition, I entered here when it broke out the counter trend line. This is my counter trend line break. It broke out from this counter trend line and I entered at this point. It gave me some profit and then came back down to stop me out. I'll not lie, this particular trade stopped me out like few inches, like not inches already, few pips. It stops me out, it took me out. I said okay. I noticed another counter trend line formation here. As you can see, I noticed another counter trend line formation here. I said okay, this looks like a deviation, so I'll have to wait for you to form. I didn't take the trade, sorry. I didn't take the trade, no. I don't trade Bitcoin, just as I told you. I didn't take the trade. But I analyze Bitcoin very well. I don't like I my hit rate on Bitcoin analysis is up to 90%. I'm not joking. I didn't take the trade. I thought I took it based on this thing I found you, but I didn't take it. So when this particular place broke out, what I normally do is, because most times if a particular trend line breaks out or counter trend line, when there is a breakout, most times it just goes straight up, but few times it makes a retest. So because of not affording to miss these trades, I usually put something like this at this point. I look for the recent swing high and put something like a support zone. What I will be waiting for is for 4 hour candle to break and close above that support zone. I'll take that trade, whether it will pull back or not. You understand? So when it broke out, I put my measuring tool and then I rode it till the next level target. This is a sweet 4 to 4.9 risk to reward. Now I was actually waiting for it to when it broke out here. I put my measuring tool again here. I was waiting for it to come back down to test that green bar, but it did not. It did not do that. So what did I do? I took my measuring tool when it was making this formation, because this formation is a very bullish formation. This formation you are seeing here, this pennant, this bullish pennant is a very bullish formation. So when it broke out of this, of course this is not my strategy. I did not take the trade, but I know it will work out because one we have broken out of a major level, very major strong level, that's 1500. We broke out of it, and I know that the next level target will be at this point, or at least at the mid range. You understand? So when it broke out, I knew the and when it broke out of this bullish pennant, I knew it will be continuing upwards. So I usually put my stop loss below the pennant, and then put my take profit target at the next high. And this is what it got me, sweet 5 to 7.1 risk to reward. So when it broke out of this zone, I didn't trust this retest, although my if it's on a particular coin that I trade that I've taken it, but I didn't trust this retest. So I had to wait. It got to the mid range, retested. This is where I entered. I did not enter in my account. As I told you guys, I analyze Bitcoin. Most times I don't trade it. Why? Because it is usually slow. It's a very uh, it's a very balanced coin, and most balanced coin, I call them balanced coins. Most balanced coins are very slow in terms of movement. So as I told you guys, I usually connect 2 points to create my counter trend line, especially when the highest high does not maybe cannot work out. But of course, as you can see, this one worked out very well too. So even if I had taken this counter trend line from here, one, which is 1 2, I would have still I'm still in line, I'm still in place. So let's say I even took this trade here. Let's say I even took this trade from here. I took this trade. Let's say I took this trade, it should have been a very successful move, 30% move. It should have been a very successful move. And I have a rule, okay? I have a rule. I usually put it at the lowest low, my stop loss, I mean. So I have a rule. I usually take a percentage, either 50% or 75% of my portfolio at the mid range, and this is the mid range. I took my profit. This is what I do normally. I didn't take this trade, but as I am analyzing, as I'm making this video, I will take it that I took the trade. You understand? So this is, as you can see, counter trend line is a very powerful system of entry. So as you can see, even if you missed this trade here, as long as it has reached this bottom, I am very sure that it will get to this level at least. I'm very, very sure. So even if you missed this zone, you can still draw another counter trend line, give you another opportunity to enter. You can still draw it. Let's say maybe you waited for the retest. You can still draw your counter trend line, enter at this level, your first level target at this level. Maybe you target the lowest low. This is the lowest low. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, you see that there are several candles there. This is the lowest low, then you target this high. You have taken your first level target at this zone. This is serious 8 to 1 risk to reward. You are taking your first level target as 3.81 risk to reward. Let's say you even took your first level target here, and even if it comes here to stop you out, you are still safe. You are in profit. You have taken 50 to 75% of your portfolio out. You understand? So one of the kinds of trades I do not take are trades like this. I know it came to the support, but it's so fast, it's so quick. So I didn't take this trade. I didn't even plan to take it. There's nothing there. I didn't put any measuring tool there. So it was a very quick move which I didn't plan to take, and I didn't take. Now can you imagine what happened there? Counter trend line break strategy. It came to this point, and then I just connected my two zones and it wicked down. So even if you are someone that maybe also shorts in an uptrend market, you still make profit. You understand? If you're someone that shorts in an uptrend market, you still make profit. Now this is the kind of trades I take. You have to come down and relax at a major zone. Relax there so that I will not be in a hurry to take the trades. I didn't take this trade, but I took. I know this movement will change pattern. It will start going up once it breaks this counter trend line. That's why I put my measuring tool here. I use it to analyze Bitcoin. I trade other altcoins like FTM, near Harmony, Matic. These are the altcoins I trade. You understand? I trade them on spot. I trade them on futures. So and then it broke out of this counter trend line. My first level target remained here at the mid range. So when it got to this point and was creating this pennant, I knew it was continuing up. And as I told you guys, most times they don't retest. This is not my entry strategy, but it's my analysis strategy. I use it to analyze the market. I know most times that when a bullish pennant forms is going up, most times, especially on Bitcoin. But I don't take trades that have left this station. This is my station. I don't take trades within the move. Even if I want to do that, I do that with a very low risk. So we broke out of this region, retested, and I put my counter trend line here. Although this one is too steep, but I was sure Bitcoin is very bullish. That's why I put this thing here. I knew it will be going up very soon. Let me check my Matic trade and my near trade. My near trade is pumping. My near trade is pumping. Sorry, I had to check my near trade. My near trade is pumping seriously. I want to. My first level target is at this point. Don't mind all the lines. I will still analyze near for you guys so that you understand what's happening. So that is my analysis for BTC. BTC is trending up. My next level target for BTC is 52,044. This is the mid range. How did I get to 52,044? We'll go to the daily time frame. Of course, it worked on the daily time frame too. Go to daily time frame. You see that this is the next level target. This is the next touch, 52,044 or 51,974 zone. It will get here. When it gets there, it might pull back to this support and continue till it gets to around 57,800. That's my next major level target. So that is my analysis on Bitcoin, and if you watched this video till this point, I know you love my analysis. So please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just starting, but I know that in the recent or in the coming days, I will give you guys serious projections that will make you serious money, especially as we are in a bull trend. We're in a bull market. Thank you very much and have a blessed week ahead.